Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the Premium Bandai exclusive SHF Kamen Rider Grease from Kamen Rider Build. I did mention to my, I did make a video about me that I'm trying to get into the figurine review side, and here it is that I'm trying to start with. Those who know, or those who don't know, not only am I a Gunpla fan or a Gundam fan, but I have been a Kamen Rider series fan for some time. I've been watching from time to time for the series, and the Kamen Rider Build Series was actually the first Rider series to get me, or that made me want to get the SHF figurines. Now the SHF line has been a staple line for the Kamen Rider toy line, other than the belts, the DX line. So yeah, I guess the best way for my Gunpla viewers is that this is like kind of the equivalent thing for Robot Damashi for Kamen Rider. So here we go with the review now. This is not a kit, so I'm not sure what to mostly focus on, but I will go on with my usual showing the components and basic articulations on this thing. So yeah, let's get on to the review, and hopefully this being my first SHF figure and review hopefully goes out well, because I have actually ordered the Kamen Rider Cross the Magma and the Great Cross the. Sorry if you heard a barking sound, that was my dog. Now here we go. Before we go on with the components, here is the box. Now keep in mind, Kamen Rider Grease is the Premium Bandai version, meaning it's a limited version or Japanese web shop exclusive version. So yeah, so this is how Premium Bandai figurines or SHF looks like. They're actually full in color, because in terms of Gunpla kits, when you buy something that's Premium Bandai, it usually looks like this, like right over here. Like instead of having a full color, it has like a one-tone color sort of thing going on the box. But for this one, we get a full-fledged color, which I was kind of surprised to see. And here is a retail version of a SHF with the Cross the Charge, and yes, I will be making a review of this soon, not today or not now right away. So yeah, there is like a big difference. Well, not a big, but you can see the difference. And why is my screen going a little bit yellowish? I hope that does not happen too often. Oh, sorry about that. And here we go with the components. This is how the figure comes in package. You have it was inside here, and you have like 5 hands, two sets. I can understand this one. I really don't know what it's for, but you get 2 open hands, and I really love the fact that you actually did put in the detail of that round part thing on the hand. And then you get two multi-purpose hands for mostly holding the equipment, if this thing does have, if the rider actually has it. In this case, that equipment would be the twin breaker. Once again, I'm not sure what this hand is for. And then we get something I wasn't expecting, is these 2 full bottles. One is the Phoenix bottle, the other being the robot, or yeah, the robot bottle. So I'm actually hoping to still see like Kamen Rider. I'm still hoping to see SHFs of like Kamen Rider builds, other forms, like not its upgraded form, but its other full bottle forms, like Pirate Train or Kaizo, or aka Kaizoku Densha, or Dragon Lock, or Robot Phoenix, or a Phoenix Robot. I'm still hoping to see those kind of forms. Okay, so I'm just gonna open this up now and show you guys these small details. And you know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm gonna do this. So this is that one hand that I'm not really sure what it's for. Now I'm assuming it's for a specific type of equipment. Oh, actually no, this is not that hand. Wait, is that? No, that's not the hand either. Sorry about the messy going on here. Yeah, because the other hand, the thumb is not connected to the other finger. This one is connected, so I'm not really sure what this hand is actually specifically for. I don't know, maybe it's... I've tried, but it doesn't really hold the full bottles that well, so I'm not really too sure. But I'm not gonna demonstrate this, so yeah. Here is... Yeah, sorry about my camcorder. It really hates to cooperate time to time. Here we have the two open hands. Once again, I'm not going to demonstrate poses, but I just would like to mention that you get these open hands for left and right and for certain purposes or poses. And we get the hands that are meant to hold the equipment. I will be only showing on the left hand to actually hold the twin breaker. So yeah, but it's good to know that we get another one for the right hand as well. And there is a small fly here. And here are the full bottles. I really love these small details. We can actually see the phoenix shape there. And the robot bottle, that's actually in silver, so it might be hard to see, but yeah, it's actually like, yeah, there. And then we have the twin breaker, which I'm absolutely like, I'm really surprised by how detailed they went into. So this is the twin breaker. This is the beam mode. We can also have the other mode. Yes, instead of like, I believe in the show, if you actually pull these back, this thing automatically pops out, but this is a figurine, so yeah, no springs in it. But yeah, I'm really surprised by how the amount of detail and coloring they went to, and this is really detailed than I thought. Now, it would have been even more kick-ass if this was actually metal, but oh well, I'm just asking a little bit too much. And also, yes, you can actually attach the twin ball, not twin ball, the full balls onto the twin breaker, like this. It actually plugs in right away, and they actually plug in with a pretty tight feeling onto that, so hopefully I can take those out later. Oh, wrong position. Yeah, I'm actually trying to do this in front of camera, so it's kind of hard. There we go. You can see they're both inside there. Okay, now let's go on with the articulation of the actual figure as well. Now, once again, I kind of suggest to get, like, whatchamacallit, a action base for these SHFs, because I don't know, maybe it's just feet that are small, but they don't tend to stand that well, depending on the pose. And those, for my Gunpla fans, here is a typical HG kit. So you can see SHFs are definitely higher or taller than a standard HG kit. So that's one way to show you guys. Okay, now let's go on with the articulation once again. For Kamen Rider Grease, it uses the Splash driver using the robot jelly. I'm actually really like amazed by how good quality, or the high quality I'm actually seeing, because well, this in the show this is actually as seen clear, but I didn't think that they would go this far. You can see the inside, the white head inside, and this is actually kind of a well, it feels rubber, but it's more of like more plasticish feeling. So yeah, clear black plastic, I believe, and inside there's another clear red for the eyes. So yeah, and all those sculpted details is actually there. Now for the head articulation, it's pretty good. It can go down that much, and keep in mind, inside these, this is not a robot. This is actually a human being inside the suit. So I assume, like, the articulation wise, there should be like limitations on certain areas. So it can go up that much, and you can see there's another separate. There's a middle neck joint in here that's actually pretty big here. And then you can go left 90 degrees, right 90 degrees, and I mean, honestly, this should not be the case, but if you force your way around, I think you can go 360, but I'm not gonna even try that. I mean, because unless you're an owl slash half human, maybe, but yeah. Okay, for the shoulder articulation, they're actually pretty good, I believe. I mean, kind of similar to Gunpla, but I'm not really sure how these things are connected, but all I can see here in this small gap is like a small plastic joint, a ball joint, but I'm not gonna risk and rip it off. So, but like a similar Gunpla, the shoulders can move forward and backward a little bit like that, and then the symbol, the greaser symbol on the side can actually, spin around if you want to do so. And I don't think this is actually detachable right now, but because in the show there was a scene when he was fighting, this would head back and it would shoot like some sort of oil thing for a boost. But yeah, the shoulder movement is also pretty interesting. Now inside here there's actually a ball joint here, so you have this double hinge system going on, so you can move the shoulder if you want to. So the arm can go 90 degrees to the side. Somehow it has a 360 twist on the arm itself, and can only go about a 90 degree bend for the arm. Hands are sort of like ball joints, but not in the way of how Gunpla is. I'll show you guys on the demonstration of the twin breaker. And then 360 twist on the arm itself is possible as well. Okay, and here's another question, well actually later, but the kit, well not the kit, but the figure also has an ab crunch like this going on, and then you have this part that somehow moves a little bit, this part right over here actually, it somehow moves a little bit forward and backward. I'm not sure that's supposed to be, or I don't know, but yeah. And the gold you see is not like, I'm not sure if, I don't think this is considered chrome gold, but it's more of a metallic gold that's going on here. Really love how they did with these white symbols that are on the sides, on the arms, because I believe when I was building the Soto figure, that was a pain in the butt to do in terms of putting on the stickers. Okay, now we're going on to the waist section. Now, I was assuming that these belt would be like melted or pretty much built on, but no, the belt section is actually a separate whole piece thing. Now, I don't think there's a way to take it off unless by cutting off the wire section, but I mean the belt itself, but yeah. Or unless this is something that's not supposed to happen. And I would love to also show you guys the detail on the splash driver itself. I think they got everything pretty much correct. I mean, they even got this section here inside there is actually, this is a clear piece on top, and then inside or behind that is actually gold color. So I think they got that detail correct. The robot jelly ball can be also detached. I hope I can do this. Oh boy. It can actually be detached if you want to do so, and can be attached to the splash driver. There we go. Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to take this off for now. And then, now once again, there's no springs or any mechanism inside here, so you can twist this part, but that won't close. But obviously, this is a figurine, not like a spring-loaded toy. Okay, for the body, I mean, unlike Gunpla, this is a figurine, so there's no 360 twist on the waist because, once again, that doesn't make any sense for a human. For the legs, there is like a side swivel here going on, but I can't say it can go 360 because, once again, you can see that this section here that connects the waist or crotch area to the leg, that's inside, while there's another piece like going outside, so it prevents from going 360. And the leg can have, this is actually a double jointed bend, I think, so it can go more than 90 degrees, which does make sense for this one being a human. And then you have I'm not sure what they call this. Is this what they call a pivot joint going on here? I'm not sure what's the main mechanism, but I assume it's kind of similar like to those joints from Revoltech figures. And then there's another joint or articulation right over here on the end tip of the toe. I guess this is meant for like rider kick poses. So yeah, that's basic for the figurine's articulation, I guess. Once again, comparing to Gunpla, it has some other interesting aspects that Gunpla doesn't have, but also does lack some articulation in certain areas where Gunpla does have. Now I'm mostly comparing Gunpla to Kamen Rider SHFs, which doesn't really make sense, but just keep that in mind because this is my first review and my first SHF. I'm pretty overwhelmed by this thing. And also, I'm trying to actually save. I have, once again, as mentioned, I have pre-ordered Cross Z Magma and Great Cross Z. So hopefully those come in soon. And I'm actually saving up to buy the Hellbros figurine as well. I'm not a big fan of Rogue, so I'm pretty much going to pass him. Okay, now once again, as you can see, this is why I kind of suggest like a action figure because, I mean, a action base because it's kind of hard to make it stand properly. So once again, we have the twin breaker here. I'm gonna pull out the Phoenix bottle actually, and then just to show you guys, you can actually attach the splash driver, or I mean the bottle here, the robot jelly bottle. I forgot the exact term. Sorry about that. Right over here. For the hands, now here is how the hands work. Now you have to detach them separately, and they're very stiff. You can pull it out and it reveals a plastic ball joint, which I'm kind of scared that this might break someday. Hopefully it doesn't. And what you're supposed to do is reattach another hand that you want to use, but this joint kind of moves around, so it's kind of tricky to do, but if you get it, you get it. There we go. You need to hear that click noise. And then finally, now I'm not sure if there's like a better idea or a better way to do this, but as far as I know, you have to kind of like jam the handle through the fingers, and then hopefully it attaches properly. Now I've been trying to do this as easily as possible, but seems like, I don't know, this is the best I can think of. And trying to do this in front of camera is kind of harder than I thought. But once again, once you actually get inside between the fingers, it works. I mean, it's pretty much there. I mean, and there you go. You have the twin breaker attached. Now it really depends on where you put it on the angle, but once again, you can do all sorts of poses with this thing, and I absolutely love it. So that's pretty much it for the review. I mean, once again, me being mostly a Gunpla reviewer, I'm not really sure like what I'm supposed to be focusing on in terms of figurines, but hopefully those who were wondering like how the kit quality, or not the kit, but the figurine quality is, or what to expect from the figurine, hopefully my review will help those out. And I do have a more easier time getting premium Bandai stuff, so hopefully other future premium Bandai SHFs will get into my hands as well. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the premium Bandai exclusive SHF Kamen Rider Grease. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out of, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!